So you want to make comics, but you don't know what tools you need. Today, I'm going to help you. Alright, so to start with the tools that you really need to make comics, let's start with the paper. I have two types of Bristol here. Obviously, they're from the same company, Strathmore, but this is lined, this is unlined. So to show you, we'll just flip this open, and this has measurements already on it. It's in blue, non-photo blue. So this way, when you pencil and ink, you photocopy it, this won't show up. But this way, you can draw, all your panels and what you need to do. So that's one option. Another option is the blank. This does not have any measurements on there at all. You can make your own measurements, go online and find them. And these are both Bristol. They're 11 by 17. 11 by 17 is the standard size that comic book artists work on. And if you're on a really tight budget, because these go about $12 to $15 for a sheet of, or for a, 24 sheets. But if you're really, really on a tight budget, you want to get more for your buck, you can get, I got kind of sideways here, a Hammermill cardstock, or this is cover stock, but you can get cardstock as well. This is 67 pound, but you can get 100 pound, 110 pound, and it works fine. It's not as smooth as this is. I mean, these are pretty smooth. It's nice smooth paper, but that has a more texture. That's another option too. But 11 by 17 paper. If you're going to do regular traditional comics, that's one of the tools to get started with. If you just want to do practice in your sketchbooks, go for it. But yeah, if you really want to get into it, start with this. Alright, so what we have here are pencils. That's the next one you need. So for example, a really good one to have is a 0.5 millimeter lead number 2 mechanical pencil. Very simple. You can get these anywhere. These are great for fine detail when you're drawing comics. They're beautiful. All you really need is a number 2 pencil though. You don't need anything fancy, just your basic number 2 pencil. You can buy sets that have different types for lead hardness and softness. Like this is a 6B HB, which is number 2. 8B, there's also like 4 H's and all that. Also, for erasers, this is a kneaded eraser. You can mold it around kind of like clay. These are really nice. These are great for when you're trying to get really fine detail somewhere. Really small lines, or you just want to glob and go around. And they're really cheap at stores, like 50 cents. So yeah, that's all you really need for pencils. Now for inking, if you're looking for some pretty good ink pens, these are just different brands that I use. Copic is the newest ones I picked up. I use Sharpie. I use Prismacolor. Microns are beautiful. They're great. I can't even pronounce that. Yeah, that brand right there. I use that. When you do get pens, get a variety pack. Like this one here, if you look on there, you can't really see it with this light. It has 0.3, 0.5, 0.1. Has a brush pen. For example, this is a 0.1. It's an older pen, so I've had it forever. But see how they have a fine tip. So yeah, you definitely want that for inking. And these can run you anywhere from $10 up to $50. It just depends. But that's all you really need for inking. Just get a nice set like this. And like this one here, they're Copics that are more expensive, but that one costs me about $25. I got a set of Prismacolor for like $12, $13, something like that. Microns are pretty cheap. You can get them at any art store. Just go Michael's, Hobby Lobby, wherever. And you can get those there. So those are really, really nice. So next thing, obviously, you'll definitely need is, for one, a ruler. I have here an 18-inch ruler, which is great for 11 by 17. Obviously, you need this to draw your panels. These are great, especially for perspective. I also like to use circles. These are great for different sizes, shapes. I even have, as you can see here, big ones. Oh yeah. Heck, I've even used dinner plates to make giant circles. Don't be afraid to use them. We're doing perspective. These are great. Make them oval. There's French curves, which I don't have any around right now. They're buried away. I don't use them too much. But French curves, you can look them up. They're pretty nice. But these are great tools to use. Make sure you do have a ruler, though, because you definitely need that to make your panels. That's definitely a must. Otherwise, yeah, these are the basic tools that you should have to start comics. All right, so now we're going to talk about digital. That's right, digital. Yeah, I can speak, can't I? All right, so I've had a cold. I apologize. So anyway, this is beautiful. This is a 22-inch Cintiq. If you go to Wacom.com, some call it Wacom, tomato, they have the 13-inch, they have a 16-inch, they just came out with a new 16-inch, which is around $650. They have the 22, this is one of their older models. They have the Pro Series now, which is, I think they have a 16 Pro as well. They have the 24-inch Pro and the 32, which is huge. It's huge. These are expensive, though. This one ran me about $1,200. They can go up to $3,000. Like I said before, I think I mentioned that already. The 16-inch, not the Pro, but the regular, is about $650. That's like the cheapest they got. This is where you can draw your comics on the computer. They do also have like tablet pens that you can just draw right on. Go on there, you'll see it. And pretty much everything that I showed you already for your paper, your pen, your ink, you can do on here. This is the whole thing on here right there. And actually, just about everyone now colors on these. Some people, I've seen a couple of great comics that use marker or paint, which is pretty cool, but Photoshop. And I'm going to have myself here. For programs, there's quite a few you can use. It's your own preference. I use Photoshop. A lot of professionals use Photoshop. There's Clip Studio, which used to be called Manga Studio. That's specifically made for comics, and it's pretty nice. I used to be a graphic designer, so I like Photoshop. That's just me. But if you find something else that you like to use, go for it. But yeah, these are great once you get a budget, once you get more money. Because, like I said, these can be expensive. People are also using iPads, which I'm making this video on an iPad. This year, Adobe announced, they'll be releasing Photoshop on the iPad, the full version of it. So that'd be really nice. And this is the pen that comes with the Cintiq. There's a new one out now, 3D pen, but this is beautiful. Look at that. I won't go into the technical specifics because this video is just to show you a few basics. Go to their website. There's also plenty of videos on there that shows you the exact technical specifics. But that's great. I also have a felt. We can kind of see it right here. I have a felt tip on there because of the plastic one. I like the more the marker feel. This is what you can use as an eraser. It's just plastic, but on the tool on there. I also will show you a demonstration on here. Like I said, go on YouTube. There's plenty of people who draw on this all the time. But yeah, so another way of your comics, if you have a bigger budget, invest in one of these. They're great. I love it. It also saves time. This way you don't have to pencil. You can just go right to inking pretty much. It's like drawing right on ink. So check it out, and I'll show you a demonstration in just a second. So here's a demonstration. You can draw wherever you want on here. It's just like the pen and paper. I'll just do that quick little eye. There's plenty of videos out there that people demonstrate and show about Cintiqs. I'm just kind of showing what you can do on one, just really quickly. And you're probably wondering what kind of pen I'm using. Then we do the flip around here for more light. This comes with the Cintiq. That's a really beautiful pen. It does not require batteries. As the eraser up here. Well, it's a piece of plastic, but you can use it as an eraser on the screen. Then nib on the front there. I know it's kind of out of focus. So this is pretty much with the pen. Yeah, and here you go. Oh, and yeah, that's one of my art desks over there. Kind of, you know, messy. And there's my other art desk, and yeah. Alright, so back to here, because I just got distracted. So as I showed on here, the eye and the nose, and just whatever you want to draw on here. So yeah, that's what you can do digitally. Yeah, so check them out. They're great. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check back here every 2 weeks. I'll have a new video posted. And please subscribe below. See you next time.